Hello there, everyone. Welcome. OneZeeYT is here. Today, you're going to be here for a treat. Do you know why? I know for sure you guys are traveling to World Championship to London, and you guys are probably traveling from USA, Europe, or you guys are probably traveling from far, far east or far, far west, or probably from Australia down under. Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to be helping you guys like a guide to travel around London and explain how to get to Excel. All right. So, and also a little bit of tips and hints where you can travel while you're here in London. All right. So let's go. All right. When you come to London, basically, first thing first, you need to get a Oyster card. Yeah. Do you know how to get Oyster card? You don't know. All right. Fair enough. So if you're traveling to Heathrow, any airport in UK, London, around London. So basically, what you guys need to do, go to the information desk and ask them where's the closest station, and they will guide you where to go. So when you go to the station, find a vendor as in a little box where you can go and purchase your Oyster cards. So when you get your Oyster card there, all you have to do, I'll put a video while I'm talking, is also you can see how to get an Oyster card. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to read you through what I can see on the screen. To buy a ticket, Oyster card, you can buy a ticket or Oyster card online from place across London. So anywhere in London, you can get Oyster card. The closest station, you go there, ask the station staff how to get Oyster card. They will help you how to get Oyster card. Simple as that. All right. If you have a contactless card, it's even better. Do you know what I mean? What I mean by contactless card, most of you guys got a bank card, right? So basically what you guys can do, you can get Oyster card basically. If you go to tfo.gov.uk, you should be able to see how to get Oyster card and where you can go get it and this and that. Everything's there. So I don't need to explain what's going on. It's best to have an Oyster card. Oyster card is like a card where you can get it from the vendor. It's like a blue, yellow stripes and all that white stripes on it. I'll put a picture on the screen. Once you get that card, all you have to do, top it up, then you can travel around London. There's a limit for it, which is I think £8 to £9, I'm sure, maybe a bit higher, but there's a capacity cap for it. So even if you travel more than 10-15 times, the capacity is like going to be there inside London. So, and also if you travel in London on a bus, 2 bus journeys is only going to cost you once within an hour. So remember that one. Is also, for example, let's say you take a bus, and when you get into a bus, obviously you need to tap your Oyster card to get in. When you get out, you don't need to tap it. If you get off within 5 minutes and you get another bus, you tap in, and it's not going to cost you anything at all. So basically, within an hour, bus journeys are like, you can spend, I think, £1.65, I believe. Maybe a bit higher, but that's the price for it, because I don't even check what when I tap it in. I top up like probably £30. So basically, it explains to you how to use a Oyster card. Touch your Oyster card in at the start of your journey and touch out at the end of the yellow card reader to pay the right fare. This is only applies for the train journey. When you go into a tube station, like for example, when I say tube station, that means underground station where you can go and tap your card and tap out. If you tap in, if you don't tap out, there's a penalty charge for it, quite high. You can always claim it back. But anyway, if the barrier is open, don't just walk in thinking, okay, I'm going to be fine. You make sure you tap out, so the journey price will be less, £3.20 from one end to another end. And if you don't tap out, the journey price is going to be £8 something. All right. So you don't want to pay that much. All right. So make sure you tap in and out. But when it comes to bus and stuff, you don't need to tap out. Tap in only. That's it. It will charge you one price. That's it. You can get off at any time. So it explains to you how to get your Oyster card, where to get it, how to top it up, and this and that. So you can top it up online with a contactless and Oyster card, Oyster account. You can make an Oyster account online. Then you go register your card, boom, credit to your account, the Oyster card online. Also, you can at Oyster ticket stops. Basically, if you see a vendor in a station, you just go in there, tap your Oyster card, and top it up. It's straightforward. There's so many different languages. So if your languages is there, if your flag is there, just click on it. So that way it will translate into your language. So it's easy to follow. If you need any help, just ask someone on the station, or anyone bystanders. Just ask them, and they will help you as well. So guys, so if you want to travel to Excel, and this site here will help you how to get to Excel. The site name is Mapway. So if you can visit on your mobile device, or if you have a laptop, you can just go on it. Most of the hotels, they provide like free Wi-Fi, so you can plan your journeys once you get to your hotel, or you can just use your phone and stuff like that. So it explains to you what exactly you need to take and this and that. So if you go to mapaway.com, and you should be able to plan your journeys, how to get to Excel and this and that. All right, there's another website that is very useful for you guys to have when you're traveling in London. City Mapper. You can download it on your iOS and Android, as well as you can go on your laptop, so, or any sort of browser. So go into City Mapper. You should be able to check from start to end journey. Let's say, for example, you're coming from Heathrow, Heathrow Terminal 4, and basically you're going to Excel. So when you go, you just put that one on, and it will explain to you how exactly you need to travel. And there's so much things there. It will tell you what's your travel journey time and this and that, everything, what lines you need to take in order to go to Excel from certain areas, even from your hotel. So let's say you're traveling from Stratford, you've got a hotel in Stratford. From Stratford to Excel, how to get there. There's several lines and stuff. Make sure you guys go into a station and get yourself a small map, and it will explain to you what train lines and this and that, everything's there. So many different color coded train lines on the side you'll be able to see, and you'll know which one's which. All right, so the main one you guys should know is the DLR, Jubilee line, and Elizabeth line. Yeah, so all these lines, it will help you to get to Excel quick as possible. And also remember, you guys can take 474, 304, and 147. All these buses goes just outside Excel, so you guys can get off and walk 2 minutes to Excel, to be fair. But make sure when you're there, you try to make some time, because otherwise you'll be ending up in a longer queue. So make sure when you are in London, before your events, make sure you check all the status updates on the TFO website or City Mapper. It will explain to you which line's been affected. For example, today Jubilee line's been affected for minor delays, for some early fire alerts and this and that. Usually train will come within 2 to 4 minutes. Sometimes it will delay for like 5 to 15 minutes. So make sure you plan your journey ahead. And also, these are the lines that are available in UK, London. Basically, Jubilee line is the silver line. Brown line is Bakerloo, Central line, Circle line, District line. You can see all the lines there. Make sure you get a map, so that way you can identify which line's which. This tram line is always down South London. I don't think you will see it around main city of London, but this green line here, dark green line, District line, is one of the common lines. The main lines that you guys need to know is Jubilee line, Central line, Elizabeth line, the newest line, which got really cool train line. Very like nice air condition and everything, more room, platforms are huge and stuff like that. Take you shorter journey, shorter time to like travel to places and this and that. Anyway, guys, this is the travel guide. Basically, how to get your Oyster card, how to travel around London, what lines you need to know, and what apps you have to use, and this and that. So City Mapper is very, very important. Make sure you have it, and we also have a Google Maps. Everyone got Google Maps on your devices, so you guys won't have any problems. Make sure you bring 2 phones, or maybe 1 phone, depends. If you're Pokemon Go players, obviously you guys got like multiple phones anyway. So one phone you can check your things, the other phone you can play your games and this and that. But make sure don't flash your phones around London. There's moped thieves and bicycle thieves and this and that. They'll come and snatch your phone on a bike. They'll come and snatch it off you, and they're gone faster because most of these bikes go motorized and it's faster than 30-40 miles you can go. So just be careful. So anyway, keep your heads up, don't wear your headset and this and that. So next video I'm going to be telling you other tips in London, what you guys can do whilst you're here for Excel and Worlds, and I'll see you on the next one.